Welcome back to Mornings with Luann and Tim, and this is Jordan and Mark from the PUC. Hi, guys.
Hi, Tim.
Hello.
Welcome. Nice to have you here.
Nice to be here.
So, Jordan, what is your position with the PUC? What is your title?
My title is the Supervisor of Customer Engagement.
You're engaging me right now, and I'm a customer.
Exactly.
And Mark, your title is?
I am the Conservation Officer.
Conservation Officer. You're the one who's going to teach me how to conserve.
Yes, absolutely.
All right, thank you very much.
No problem.
So, when I was emceeing at the Kids Summer Safety Festival, about just 2 weeks ago, I guess, and I got a pair of free sunglasses, and I got a free
Retractable clothesline.
thank you for speaking for me. Retractable clothesline, and I love free things, you know that. So then I found out about all these different programs and stuff that are going on. So let's start with the sunglasses, because that was like a promo for one thing. Is that right?
Yes, if you like free things, you'll like this program.
I would see, ladies and gentlemen, free stuff. Go.
The sunglasses were there to promote the Affordability Fund program.
Okay.
So what that is, it's basically a program geared for middle income. There are a lot of programs out there, the Ontario Electricity Support Program, the LEAP program, they're all geared for low-income families to help them pay for their electricity bill. So this program is basically geared for everybody else.
Okay, so can we just then let's put it on hold,
Yeah.
let's put the sunglasses on hold, and back up to the two that you just mentioned for lower income, because I'd like to hear about those, because I don't know about those.
The Ontario Electricity Support Program?
Yeah.
Yes, so that one, Mark, maybe you could jump in.
Okay,
Yeah,
sure.
so the Ontario Electricity Support Program is to help lower income families deal with the hydro rates. So
Okay.
there's money that comes off your bill every month to help with dealing with the raising costs of hydro.
Okay.
That program is available to everybody with the lower income. There's also programs called the Home Assistance Program,
Okay.
and that is for lower income also. That they come in and it's similar to what we're going to talk about with the sunglasses and the EFT program, but this program is geared again towards the lower income, and they come in and they help with replacing the old appliances, doing the standard with the light bulbs, and helping people essentially with manage their hydro bills, show them how their hydro is being used, and then give them plans to reduce their hydro bills.
So question, is this a program, oh sorry, you were going to speak.
I was just going to say the big difference between the two is the OESP, or the Ontario Electricity Support Program. That program is a credit. It just it goes on your bill and it reduces it.
That's okay.
That's one, and then the difference with the home assistance program, that is where they come in and they give you tips and tools to reduce your consumption. So there is a difference between the two, and that's just the only thing I wanted to highlight.
Okay, so how does somebody, do they call you, do they actually come into the PUC? It's like, let's say I am what is lower income? Is there a cutoff?
It's actually a sliding scale based on the number of people in the home and their income.
And income.
Correct. So if
you have 4 children and your income is blah, then it's going to be a different.
Correct.
So 24, like say $30,000 and 4 kids, $30,000 and 1 child, there's going to be a bit of a difference.
Right.
Okay.
Correct. Yep.
So the assessment, you actually go into the home. The PUC would send somebody into their home to do an assessment.
So for the home assistance program, it's actually contracted provincially. So for the entire province, there's one contractor that comes in and does that work.
Okay.
So it's centrally managed. Obviously with these programs, the government tries to be more cost effective. So it's centrally managed, and they come in and they have a contractor. We work with them, we forward the calls, we talk with the customers about the programs, and then the central system would send somebody out to actually do the assessment and then the install.
I get it. So the first step then would be to contact the PUC and say, I'd like to know if I qualify for one of these programs.
The first step for any issue you're having with hydro is to call the PUC, and then we will point you in the right direction. We've got information on our website. We know all the people you need to talk to. If there's a program, Mark and his team are very good at helping people find ways to save electricity.
Oh, okay. Thank you for that. So now let's talk about for the middle income. Yeah.
So the segue, I guess, into that is
Was that smooth segue?
we try.
Good. You guys are good.
So when the provincially we recognize that the fact that yes, we're serving a lot of the lower income families. So then what happens with everybody above that? So the Affordability Fund Trust Program was designed to fill that gap, so that everybody that was, middle income or more to say, you know, what are you helping me with? How are you helping me with the with the
Right.
hydro costs?
Because I
So-
think I would be considered middle income, but I still struggle financially.
Absolutely, and that's the goal of this program, is that everybody that still struggles with paying their hydro bills, that still have high hydro costs, we come in and we offer a suite of programs, a suite of there's, you know, different levels and different things that we could give the customers to help reduce their hydro bills. With that, we also give them pointers and show them where their hydro is being used in the home to help them reduce that the hydro bills.
Right. So, I mean, I'm already one of those people who does my laundry after 7 p.m.
Right.
or will turn my dryer on at 5:30 when I wake up in the morning, and it's done drying before the higher rates come in. So I do try to do that. I try to turn light bulbs off as I leave rooms, but my partner is very, very bad at that. So I'm running around constantly turning off lights when there's nobody there, all those kinds of things. But there's more we can do, obviously.
Absolutely. Yes. So a lot of this program is when when we have people come to us and say, I do turn my lights off, I do have LED bulbs, I do, you know, do all these things. We're trying to take that next step to say, okay, so the level 1 kit that everybody would qualify for gives you those light bulbs, the power bars, the timers, and things like that.
You know what, Mark? I'm sorry to interrupt, but we're going to
Nope.
take a quick break. When we come back, let's talk about the different levels that are available.
Okay.
And great. Okay, so we're going to stay with us. This is very informative and helpful, and it's money-saving tips from the PUC. So it's a beautiful Friday, a good day to put your laundry on the line. And if you need a free retractable clothesline, we know where to get one. We'll be back with more Mornings with Luann and Tim right after this. Stay with us. We're back with Jordan and Mark from the PUC, and we're talking about these energy saving programs and money saving programs that you have in place right now. So the one we're talking about now is called the
Affordability Fund Trust.
Affordability Fund. You guys make these hard names to remember. Let's just call it the affordability stuff. So there's different levels that we can qualify for. Let's go. What's level 1?
Absolutely. So level 1 is simply a kit or a box that gets mailed to the customer. It contains light bulbs, power bar timers,
Power bar timers. That's a great thing.
Yeah, absolutely. And so it's to help customers with just the simple stuff to go around their home and say, okay, let's change some light bulbs out. Let's put some of this stuff on timers so that when we're not using it, it can be shut off. To help customers reduce their hydro bills, to help teach people how to use less hydro with what they're within their homes.
And this just arrives at my door. Boom.
Yes, absolutely.
With stuff in it.
With the level 1 kits, yes, they'll be mailed to your house. So you'll go online, you'll sign up, then once you're approved, it'll show up at your door.
And I get free light bulbs and free things.
Absolutely.
Okay, what's level 2? A little more complicated, but
So-
a little more bigger savings.
Absolutely. So the next step, once we go from level 1 to level 2, is somebody will come into your home. PUC will have a contractor come into your home just to talk to you about where you're at with your hydro, how to save hydro, talk about the level 1 kit, and then move to the next is to take a look at your appliances and your thermostat through your home.
So I just heard in my ear from Mike, who's on the other side of that wall, that he's qualified for a new Wi-Fi thermostat.
Yes.
Free.
Yeah.
Through this program.
Yes.
Good
Well-
for you, Mike.
If you think a thermostat is impressive, some of the other things you could qualify for are a fridge, a freezer, a dehumidifier.
Okay,
This
I
is all
bought my
good-
freezer from my uncle a long time ago, so maybe I could qualify for a
It
new
is.
freezer.
But now it's not, they don't just hand out, they're based on age and
No,
condition.
age of the freezer condition, and also this is
Yeah.
this is also geared to income. Is that correct? These
Yes.
qualifications.
So it's not necessarily just the income, it's the income over your hydro bill costs.
Oh, so
So
let's say,
the-
if I'm making $120,000 a year and my hydro bills are like $100 a month, chances are I'm not going to get a free freezer.
Correct.
But if it works out that I'm trying to conserve and my hydro bills are a little high considering my income, I might qualify for these things.
Absolutely.
Okay, so free. So you might get an appliance.
So they do, yes, we do have different types of fridges and freezers that they're looking at replacing. And these are to help with people who say, yes, I do all these things, but what's next?
So you
these
you
help
know who
with
might
that.
like? What about a senior who's got an older appliance, who's only living on a fixed income, and this old fridge of theirs is taking up too much energy. It's not energy efficient, or their old dryer is. You know what I mean? They're not the new kind of...
And that's the thing that we're finding with a lot of people is they do all of the low-hanging fruit stuff, like the light bulbs and that sort of stuff. And then when it comes to stuff like this, those are pretty big investments for
They
people
are.
with on a fixed income.
Right.
So this program is a nice tool that helps them.
Is there a level? Is that a level 3 with the appliance?
That's level
No.
2.
That's still level
That's
2.
the-
Is there a level 3?
There
Yes.
is a level 3.
Come on, what do you get? You get a whole new house. What happens?
So level 3 is based off of whether you're electric heat or gas heat customers. So first off, gas heat customers would only qualify for insulation.
Okay.
So we look at going in and blowing insulation in the attics of homes to help reduce their. It's mostly obviously for the summertime and to reduce their air conditioning costs.
That's great.
But if you're electric heat home, we go into houses and look at whether we can put in a ducted or a ductless heat pump. So to help reduce you from having
flow?
to use. Well, yeah,
Ductless heat pump. You mean it actually heats and pushes through a duct that you can put into an electrically heated home?
So yes, so there's the two different routes. There's a duct similar to what a forced air system would look like in
Yeah.
your house, or there's a ductless would just be a one of the units that go on the wall in your house.
Right.
So there's those two different types, and those help significantly reduce the hydro costs of electric baseboard heat homes. So if we have customers that have high bills in the wintertime because they're electrically heating their homes, these air source heat pumps do help with reducing the costs of that. Of
These
your
are
hydro bill.
phenomenal programs.
Yes.
Yes, we are.
We need, so now to get the word out, you're here. Where else are you going to be spreading the word?
Well,
Where will we find you in the community?
You're going to see us in the community in a number of places. We've been at the last couple of home shows. We were at the Kids
Summer Safety Festival, you were there yelling hand and stuff out. That's
Yes.
where I got my free clothes on.
We'll be at Rotary Fest, and
Oh,
we'll
great.
be at Bush Plain Days, and we are looking to get into the Mill Market and set up a table there.
So there you go. While you're out and about in Sault Ste. Marie and all of these fun, great, amazing things we have going on over the course of the summer, watch for the PUC table and register. Now, if you also want to sign up just
You
from
can
your
sign up
home,
right now
Right now.
by going to affordabilityfund.org. It takes a couple minutes.
Again, affordabilityfund.org. Okay.
It takes a couple minutes to sign up, and then someone from the program will call you to verify your information. And then based on the number of people that live in your home, your average PUC bill, and your income, they'll tell you which program you qualify for. And then we'll wait to either get the box mailed out or the assessment to be done.
The assessment to be done.
And the biggest thing we want to stress is that there's no cost to customers.
Totally free to have this all done.
All done.
You just register and you guys take it from there.
Exactly.
And the form that I filled out at Kids Summer Safety Festival, you guys told me that those calls are going out. You're starting into those calls now. You're reaching out to those customers who filled those forms out.
Yes, who have signed up, but I think you're talking about the clothesline.
The clothesline one. Is that a whole other thing now?
That's a whole other thing.
We got to do that one. Tell me about the clothesline.
The clothesline, it's programmed through the ISO, which is the Independent Electric System Operator. And basically it is a program where we're just trying to encourage people to not use their dryer.
Not use their dryer.
Now I understand that's not the case, that everyone won't be able to do it, but it's something that people can do and it will have an immediate impact on their bill. If you're not using that dryer, that's a savings right there.
So everybody can get that clothesline.
Everyone get that clothesline.
Absolutely.
How?
You're
You're gonna be giving them out wherever you are.
Wherever we are, we're going to bring clotheslines with us. You can swing by the PUC office.
Oh.
You fill out a form. You get a clothesline right there.
Right there. And on that form, what are you telling them on that form? What's the information we're giving you on the form?
We're essentially just asking for their name and phone number. We can obviously fill out their account information and a signature, and that's only to prove to the government who we have to report to that we're not making this up and these people who are signing up are real.
Right.
So that's what they do is they sign up with the form, they get the free clothesline. The ISO does tend to call just a couple of people just to say, are you happy with the program? Are you using the clothesline? What else could we do to help? And that's typically what they're calling for, is to talk to customers to see how they're happy with it and get ideas about what to do moving forward also.
Very cool.
Yes.
Guys, you know what? I think this is terrific. No. No, because I know a lot of the time you guys get a bad rap, and I just think that it's great that you're doing all this stuff to try to help us all out, and I think that praise is due. I like to say nice things about people when people do nice things, so congratulations on reaching out to the community to try to help us all out, and I know you guys work hard. Also, you know what else? I gotta tell you, my uncle worked for the PUC, and my grandfather was C.J.
Murphy
Murphy.
Center.
Yeah, that was named after him. He was the commissioner for like 25 years or something. Anyway, all those guys that work out in the dead of cold that are PUC guys, I always thanks guys. We're going to be doing a feature, I think, maybe with on TV
Yes.
about dirty jobs and stuff.
It's similar. It'll be a day in the life segment. So what we want to do is show the community what goes on and what goes into the maintaining our distribution, our electricity system,
Yeah.
our water system, how the water's treated, how the wastewater is treated. It's something very
I
exciting.
look for it. I'm glad I'm not the one going down in the sewers. That's Aaron, our cameraman. I think is going to be going down into the dirty do the dirty work. But thanks for coming in today.
Thanks for having
and
us.
thanks for sharing this information. So watch for these guys. Watch for the PUC tables. Watch for the information booths set up around town, or just go into the PUC, or go online to
affordabilityfund.org.
or just call Jordan Zinn. He's there, right? They can call you, and you'll tell them.
Yeah, or
Or call Mark. What's your last name again?
Britton.
Britton. I can't remember, but I can spell it. We're going to go to a break and then come back with news, guys. So everybody stay tuned, and thanks again. Have a great weekend. Okay, stay tuned. More news coming up with Luann on Mornings with Luann and Tim.